And mint lime red tea, right? Coffee break.
Are you ready?
Ever ready.
FJ, are you ready?
A bit. Today, as you guys all know, our topic is personal styling and confidence. And thank you! I do see some familiar faces. Thank you for coming by again.
Thanks for stopping by,
happy
guys.
to have you all again. Have to say right off the bat, we are, like I said, we're enthusiasts, we're not experts, okay?
Just sharing experiences
yeah.
that we've been through.
How we, figure out our own personal styles and how we feel like, what works best for us and how we think that, how by sharing that with you guys, y'all can find your own personal style as well. We are actually early 90s babies. Back then, there was really a lack of social media. I'm not talking about like in the 90s when we were born, but when we were your age, when we were in poly, there was a dire lack of social media.
Yeah.
So I think for you to explore fashion or anything like that, right, it was only really because you had a really fashionable older sibling or like you're just trying to emulate what your friends are doing and stuff like that.
TV was definitely a big part. Music was a big part. I think how we differentiated ourselves as, I guess, individuals is in the interest that you're interested in. So, for example, American Idol was huge back then. Pop punk bands were huge back then in the 2000s when we were in primary school and secondary school, right? So we tend to emulate what was worn. I feel like now it's also the same thing. It's just that you get it quicker through the phone, right? So I was the same thing. You buy an album, you see the album art, right? You'd be like, oh shit, Travis Barker wore this, and whatnot. And you're like, oh shit, I want that brand. Back then also, very much so within friends, within your circle of friends. What happened was that because you don't really have a direction or like a benchmark, or an angle, right? So you don't know what. So you see a friend like, let's say back in our time, Roxy, Billabong, Ripco, Converse, right? Like you see this dude or this lady, they were wearing this thing, and then you'd be like, oh snap, okay, because people wear certain things, you kind of want to like fit in, and that's where like, oh okay, the popular kids are wearing this and whatnot, and then you want to be like part of them. These are, I guess, the ways that we really got our touch into it lah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys also have the similar. When you look back at your old photos when you guys were kids, when your parents dressed you. Back then, maybe when y'all were like slightly younger, when y'all look back at how your parents dressed you, you guys probably like cringed a little, like, oh shit, why did my parents put me in this? But I feel like right now, if you guys look back at what your parents dressed you might think, hey, actually my parents got sense, right? Because, I mean, fashion, everything is like cyclical, right? So I actually been seeing a lot of like stories of like, people around you guys' age looking back like, oh man, my mom used to dress me like, a Y2K style, like now it's back in it. Same thing for us. We had a phase in primary school and secondary school whereby we look back at the photo, same thing, we cringe. When we grew older, actually, they had a sense. But does that make our parents actually really like fashionable or like in trend? I feel like it's just a telling of an era, right? Like, oh, this era, this was popping off, and that's what they put us on. So I think this was in the beginning, very much so how we get our inspiration and, oh wait, shopping malls. Oh my gosh, y'all don't go shopping malls anymore, do y'all? Y'all probably
They just nodded. They
Right,
do.
okay.
But I think one of the main reasons why we wanted to share that is to really tell you guys like one of the most important thing about clothes in general is to stay open-minded because you never know what's gonna come back again. Yeah. Now that we think about it, it's kind of cringe, but it's interesting to see how some of it, not all, some of it is coming back. But at this point of time, while we actually want to show you guys a little slideshow that we prepared for y'all.
Oh my gosh, outfits from the past. Oh my gosh.
Just a little something. So to prove to you guys and to show y'all that Isaac didn't come out with his mom wearing bell-bottom jeans, we all had... So it's okay to have an awkward face.
Keep your cameras, man. This stays here.
This is actually the first time any of these photos are being shown. So let's just, even better. Okay, cool. Okay, this is...
It's not me, but it's actually...
It's
I know.
Skinny jeans was a huge thing back then, but I was actually wearing jeggings. I know, stop! Don't say that! Jeggings, and then I think we had a whole bunch of like bracelets. It was really, really,
dude.
really in to do that last time. We would do that and then like posing like this. And I cut out the caption, but the caption was FJ's OOTD. Or is it JK, we don't do this thing here?
Bro, this was the early days of Instagram, okay? I'm so sorry.
That's why everything got the sepia tone.
Everyone just spammed
Yeah.
the filter, dude. We were so happy.
It's like
you
you
know.
take already, then you swipe 3 times for
Pro
the
too, Pro too.
Well, our reason really for showing you guys all of these photos is, to just embrace your past. It's totally okay. I mean, not that he was not gonna wear whatever he's wearing in this photo again, lah. But like, it's okay to have an awkward face, okay? I feel like you get this question quite a bit. When you think about Isaac, you think of him as this, right? A lot of people would say that he has a signature look. So, can you tell us like how did you find something that worked for you? And
No lah, actually it's different also. How do I put this? It's like if you wear something day in, day out, you guys see me probably when y'all come to the store, right? Then every time I look like that, then y'all assume that I am like that lah. But I mean, aside from that, it's knowing yourself. Like, you don't have to do something different just cause you want to be different. I feel like a lot of people's like angle for like trying something new and whatnot is they want to stand out just so that they could stand out, right? Trends are not bad, like in itself, right? I think within a certain trend, you can try, right? Then pick out the things that work for you, work for your type, and then you run with it, right? And I think the most beautiful thing are things that when you put them on, right? And you realize like, hey, shit, you don't necessarily think like, oh, I wear these certain rings to be different. You wear it solely because you like it. And then when it comes out from the inside, people will resonate with it. Like, that's what I've realized. It's not so much about trying to, oh, if I put this together, oh shit, I'll look like this. And then, people will think I'm like that. I think that's like a bonus or whatever, right? I think always try to like dress for yourself first. What you think is cool, maybe 90% of people they don't think about it. But that 10%, if they resonate with you, then yeah, that's a winner, right?
And I think that ties in really nicely about beyond the aesthetic, like what you communicate with your outfit, right? Actually, a big part of your outfit is also your personality, like who you are inside. And I think your outfit communicates faster than you can speak. And for the many years that I've worked with Isaac, right, I do see a pattern of people always coming up to him, asking him things like, oh, where did you get your rings from? Or like, where did you get your this from, for your that from? But I feel like it's because of the way, speaking from my experience, but because of the way, he interacted with them. And people are genuinely curious because your personality enhances what you wear. Like, honestly, if maybe he was a quiet guy or like, maybe he didn't make the effort to talk to them, maybe they won't even be,
I come across as a bit standoffish.
Yeah, maybe they wouldn't even be inspired to ask him, where he got his stuff from. Your exterior is a front. It's what you choose to show people and what you want the world to see, but the world is really more about connections. I think from someone who has tried so much.
You try, you don't care. You don't care.
There are definitely people out there who will try to bring you down. They will say things like, you look kind of weird, or like, why are you dressing like that? Like,
you're a little fruity.
You not hot, man.
You not hot. Oh my god, you not hot irks me more than anything.
What is it to you if I'm hot?
Like, you hot. Like,
are you hot?
Why worry about me? You worry about you, man.
Yeah, so comments from naysayers.
Yeah.
Before we talk about how to deal with them, Isaac, can you share with us some of the comments that you have received?
Number one, my mom. My mom is my number one hater. Dude, I said, whereas in poly year 1, year 2, I had a face, my hair color like different. So I had a time where my hair was like platinum blonde. You know TOP? Yeah, TOP. You know his hair silver color, right? So
you thought you was
I thought it was cool lah. I thought it was TOP lah. So I wanted that hair color. So it faded after 1 day lah. Yeah. As Travis say lah, no money, don't dye hair lah. So, No, I went to a shop. Maybe my hair sucks. No, don't blame the store. I got scammed, but maybe my hair sucks. The guy was very nice. So anyways, so after the day that I got scammed lah, okay, sorry, I stupid. So the thing was, after that, my hair became just platinum blonde, right? It was an intersection 2009-2010, right? Was a passing of the baton from J-pop to K-pop at that era. So my hair was in between J-pop and K-pop. So it's a very layered, like, wow, spiky. Dude, my hair had to be fluffy, had to be f***ing layered. Like, my friend look at me and say, bro, how long you take to make your hair? A lot. So while it was that transition, right? So I remember one day, my mom and I were supposed to go out together. Somehow or rather, we got into a fight. Probably because of my hair. My mom said, I don't want to go out with you. You look like a ghost. Wow. Mom, dude, it is so mad lah. Then I said, I also don't want to go out with you. Childish comeback. You don't know what to do. I also don't want to go out with you. Then after, okay, so I think that was one when I was younger. But as you start going older, you have more autonomy in what to wear. You put on like earrings, you put on like chains and rings. Dude, I swear on my life, like, dude, I'm not offended. I just find it amusing. Now you're at an age where, you know, everything is just amusing, right? I was brushing my teeth one morning. This happened, swear. I was brushing my teeth, groggy, stuff like that. My mom popped up to the side of the toilet door and she said, son. Oh, she doesn't call me son, she called me Isaac. Ask you, mommy ask you, mommy ask you, is it you gay? Dude, no, I wasn't offended. I was just, I literally, they say, yeah, I just say, yeah, I am gay. No, because that time I think I started like putting on like necklaces. I wore
the pearl necklace.
The pearl necklace, like the very small one. Then they say, wow, why you wear pearl necklace? Then after later, I spoke to her. Then you say, hey, Papa, you can't see your son putting on pearl necklaces. Wow, this guy. Then I was just like very amused because my mom's really always like very against. Hey, you go out, you sure you want to wear like that? You shouldn't wear like uncle, auntie confirm say you, especially Chinese New Year. Oh my gosh, try to restrict me, but I'm not gonna be restricted, dude. Like, so yeah, my mom was definitely sorry, preach, man. So yeah, dude, I remember I every time tell my mom I'm gonna wear a skirt out, like for. Dude, I tell my mom, I go around. My mom always like, you don't stand near me, you don't stand near me. Like, you know, but I did wear them out. So.
Oh. Nice.
It's very nice.
So that was number one here.
No, then my mom will always try to like call me out first before all the aunties can call me out. You know? So to make herself like feel better. Ayo, you look at my son, I don't know why you wear skirt like a zabo like that. Yeah, just like yeah. So that was one. You know, try to always turn it around. Like you don't have to really because sometimes a lot of these kind of like preconceived notions.
Your instinct is to fight it with fire also.
Yeah, right. You want to like defend yourself like, hey, I'm not. Like, you know, but the thing is that sometimes you have to realize a lot of these like thoughts and opinions from older generation, they were from that era where all these were very like not the standard. Yeah, so I think for us as the younger ones, well, if we have the patience, right, we explain to them. But if we don't, then we just brush it off. There's nothing, I feel like, unless it's super malicious to a point where, wow, I start attacking you, then attack your mother, which my mom attacked herself, you know, but, you know, then that's a different story. But I feel like with this, just take it with a pinch of salt, right? And you're probably not going to see the auntie, uncle again. And even if you did, right, you made a very funny comment, you know, they happy, you happy, then, you know, hey, that next time they just keep calling you Aga lor. Done already. Because you already established the fact that you are okay with calling Aga, then they call you Aga. So, yeah, just don't fight fire with fire lah.
How do you pair pearls? How do you style pearl necklace? Like pearls are very tricky thing, right? Yeah, like very long, then it becomes tight, right? But like very thin.
Very tight.
Guys, actually, I want to say, right, I want to say this. A lot of things, right, the mismatched things, right, like I think instead of trying to fit it to the outfit, right, you just let it do the work. Okay, let me tell you, if y'all know me, right, actually some of these rings I keep wearing the same like since forever. Yeah. Dude, if you ask me whether do this go with everything that I wear, probably not. But the funny thing is, every time I put this on, I feel comfortable, and somehow it goes well with everything I wear. Dude, like, so what I'm trying to say is, while there are some things that are super like off the charts where like, you put together, it definitely stands out. It's super jarring, like, you know, the whole fit. But no, you just need to keep wearing and then tell yourself, I like it. No, like really, the rings are an example. My rings are not like, you know, plain colored and whatnot. Yeah. And it's so like dude, it's a Jack Skellington, man. Yeah. Like, you know, and this freaking, I stole it from Thanos or something. Like, dude, it's quite crazy. So it doesn't go together, but sometimes when you keep wearing it and it's part of you, and somehow when people look at me, then they don't see that
the guy
it's
with
odd.
the rings, yeah.
Yeah, they don't think it's odd. So I think it's only odd to ourselves, I think, for the most part. But once you are in the groove, you feel like, oh, this is part of you, that when it's not on you, you feel weird, yeah, then you know it's right. So, yeah, man. And that goes with everything. Yeah. Yeah, except skinny jeans. Except skinny jeans. Yeah.
If you guys, do y'all have any more questions before we come to the close?
Yeah, man.
Anything at
You
all?
can ask anything.
No worries. Okay. So if you guys might have wanted to ask a question but you forgot, no worries. You can drop us a DM. You can say, oh, I came to today's platforms but I was too shy to ask this question. You can just ask from there and
Yes,
then we'll
sir.
take our time to reply from there as well. With that, thank you so much for coming for today's platform. It is really an honor to be able to speak with all of you, that you all took the time to sign up and join us for today. So thank you. A round of applause again to all of you. Thank you.
Oh, so traffic?
It's a video. Yeah. Okay.
Without you, down we